Ever seen a foot that's longer than a ruler? Or a tongue that can touch an elbow? Some people are born with features so unique, it's almost impossible to believe they're real. This list dives into the most jaw-dropping cases of people with body parts that are, well, way beyond the ordinary, from record-breaking limbs to larger-than-life hands and feet. Each story is more surprising than the last. Get ready to meet 25 individuals whose incredible, oversized body parts have left people scratching their heads. Sultan Kösen, tallest man living. Sultan Kösen, born in Turkey in 1982, holds the jaw-dropping record for the world's tallest living man, standing an astounding 246.5 centimeter, officially measured in Ankara in 2009. Kösen towers over everyone. Just imagine the sheer scale of everyday adjustments he faces. Custom clothes, massive shoes, and even a specialized walking stick to keep him steady. His height isn't just impressive, it's almost mind-boggling. People are left speechless just seeing him in person, as his presence is unlike anything most have ever experienced. Sultan Kösen isn't just tall, he's on another level entirely. Jen and Joey, the couple who took earlobe stretching to the extreme. Jen and Joey, a couple from Los Angeles, have taken earlobe stretching to extreme lengths, literally. Starting this journey in their early teens, they've gradually expanded their earlobes to astonishing sizes, with Jen's reaching 3 inches wide and Joey's an impressive 4 inches. They admit they didn't anticipate going this far when they began, and looking back, they barely recognized their younger selves. This transformation has come with unexpected challenges, from daily care routines to facing public judgment. But this unique choice also comes with a lot of commitment. Their daily routine involves oiling the lobes to maintain skin elasticity and health, and they've invested quite a bit to keep everything intact. Now, they're considering surgery to push the limits even further. Proof that they're fully dedicated to their one-of-a-kind style.
Like and subscribe right now, and you'll have amazing luck for the rest of the week.
Diana Armstrong, the woman with record-breaking fingernails. Diana Armstrong from the USA has held off cutting her nails for over 24 years, and the result? She now holds the record for the longest fingernails on a pair of hands. Female, with a total length of 306.58 centimeters as of March 2022. Her reason is deeply personal. Back in 1997, she lost her daughter, and since they used to love painting their nails together, Diana's nails became a living tribute to their special bond. Keeping nails that long isn't easy though. It's a full-time commitment, turning everyday tasks into huge challenges. But for Diana, it's worth it, and each inch of those incredible nails carries memories of the daughter she lost. While most of us might struggle to keep up with basic nail maintenance, Diana has turned her nails into a unique tribute, truly one for the record books. Macy Curran, legs longer than most people are tall. Macy Curran from Cedar Park, Texas, USA, has legs that are so long they've set a Guinness World Record. Her legs are incredibly long compared to most people's whole height, making her over a foot taller than her own mother. To put things in perspective, Macy's legs alone are longer than the average American male's full height of 5 feet 9.3 inches. Standing out in a crowd is an understatement for Macy. Her legs make everyday life a bit different, from fitting into cars to finding clothes that actually fit. But instead of seeing it as a challenge, she's embraced her height and her record-breaking legs, becoming something of an inspiration. Her unique physique has even led her to explore modeling, where her long legs definitely set her apart. Macy's record is a reminder that being different can be pretty amazing. 5. Runa Begum, the little girl with an extraordinary condition. At just 2 years old, Runa Begum's head grew to an astonishing size, 3 times what it should be. Runa was born with hydrocephalus, a rare condition that causes fluid to build up around the brain, leading to swelling and an enlarged head. This condition brings both physical and social challenges, as her appearance draws attention and misunderstanding. Caring for Runa requires a lot of special attention, as the weight and size of her head affect her daily life and development. Despite these struggles, her family is devoted to giving her the best possible care, navigating the complications and treatments that hydrocephalus requires. Runa's story is one of resilience and care in the face of a rare and serious medical condition, showcasing the incredible strength of her and her family. 6. Byron and Emily Schlenker, the father-daughter duo with the world's widest tongues. Meet Byron and Emily Schlenker, a father-daughter duo from Syracuse, New York, who hold the Guinness World Record for the widest tongues. Byron's tongue measures an impressive 8.6 centimeter across, roughly the size of a beer mat and a full 2 centimeter wider than an iPhone 6. His daughter Emily, at just 14 years old, isn't far behind with a tongue measuring 7.3 centimeter. Byron only discovered his rare gift when he was helping Emily with a school project at the library and stumbled upon a Guinness World Records book. Intrigued, he decided to measure his tongue and was shocked to find out it was the widest in the world. Since then, Byron has become something of a local celebrity in Syracuse, with his big unique tongue making him and Emily stand out in a very unusual way. 7. Paul, the man who lived over 70 years in an iron lung. Paul's story will leave you speechless. After surviving polio as a child in the 1950s, Paul was left completely dependent on an iron lung to breathe, and that's where he stayed for over 70 years. Yes, you heard that right. Over 7 decades inside a metal contraption that kept him alive. But what's even more shocking is that Paul didn't just survive, he thrived. He managed to go to college, somehow fitting his massive iron lung into a dorm room. He didn't stop there. Paul became a lawyer and even published books. His life was a testament to resilience, and his story spread far and wide, inspiring people around the globe. The fact that Paul lived a full, successful life while trapped inside a machine that many would see as a prison is nothing short of astonishing. His unbelievable journey defies every expectation. 8. Aliyah Salim, the toddler who weighs as much as a 7-year-old. Aliyah Salim, an 18-month-old toddler, is making headlines for an unbelievable reason. She weighs a whopping 53 pounds, which is about the same as a typical 7-year-old. To put that into perspective, she's 4 times heavier than the average toddler her age. Aliyah was born healthy, weighing 9 pounds, but by 3 months old, her weight started skyrocketing out of control. Her doctor, Dr. Bhavya Kumar, says she has an insane appetite. She eats more than an adult. This extreme weight gain has led to a diagnosis of severe morbid obesity, which is not only shocking, but also dangerous for her health. Dr. Kumar suspects it might be a genetic disorder, noting that there's a history of similar issues in Aliyah's family, including the tragic loss of siblings due to excessive weight gain. Aliyah's case is beyond rare and leaves everyone wondering just how something like this happens to a baby. It's a truly bizarre and unsettling story of a toddler with a problem far beyond her years. 9. Gurkari Bracho, Blaquette, the woman with a tongue that can do it all. Gurkari Bracho. Blaquette, a 20-year-old from Ocala, Florida, might just have the most jaw-dropping tongue in the world. Her tongue stretches a whopping 4.5 inches, and she's convinced it's the longest liquor out there. What's even more mind-blowing is the tricks she can do with it. Gurkari's tongue is so flexible that she can touch her own elbow, her earlobe, and even her eye with it, pretty much like a lizard. Her incredible tongue tricks have caught the attention of millions, with one of her videos racking up over 1 million views on YouTube. People can't get enough of her wild abilities, and her unique talent has made her a bit of an online sensation. Gurkari's long, dexterous tongue isn't just a party trick. It's become her trademark, earning her a place in the spotlight for something no one else can do quite like her. It's a talent that's both impressive and bizarre, setting her apart from the crowd in a way that's hard to ignore. The attention has definitely made her a star in the world of viral sensations. 10. Roger's enormous rhinophyma, a shocking transformation. Roger's story is not for the faint of heart. For years, he's lived with a rare condition called rhinophyma, which causes the skin on his nose to thicken and swell. What started as a small bump eventually turned into an enormous, bulbous mass that dramatically changed the shape of his face. The growth is so large, it's often compared to the size of a potato. And it's a striking feature that has garnered both fascination and sympathy from those who see it. Rhinophyma is a severe form of rosacea, and while it's not life-threatening, the transformation it causes can be overwhelming. Roger's nose now takes up a significant portion of his face, making everyday life more challenging, especially when it comes to fitting into social settings, or even finding clothes that accommodate his condition. Over time, Roger has learned to live with his condition, but it's a constant reminder of how the body can change in unexpected, extreme ways. His story highlights the impact of rare health conditions on personal appearance and how they can sometimes define a person's identity. 11. Samantha Ramsdell, the woman with the world's biggest mouth. If you've seen Samantha Ramsdell on TikTok, you've probably been amazed by her mouth, and now it's official. She holds the Guinness World Record for the largest mouth gape, female. Measuring an unbelievable 6.52 centimeters, Samantha's mouth is so large that it's hard to believe it's real. While some might think this is a freakish talent, Samantha has embraced her unique feature, showcasing her giant mouth with pride and humor. She's gone viral on social media, with fans left in awe of her jaw-dropping gape. Not only does her mouth set her apart, but it's also become a signature part of her online persona. Whether she's fitting in bizarre objects or doing mouth challenges, her record-breaking gape has made her an internet sensation. Samantha's story proves that being different can bring attention and even success, turning her unusual gift into a platform for laughs and recognition. It's a shocking and remarkable feat that's made her a standout in the world of viral content. 12. Gary Turner, the man who can stretch his stomach like never before. Gary Turner from the UK has an incredible and somewhat shocking ability. He can stretch the skin on his stomach to an astonishing 15.8 centimeters. This unusual skill is a result of a rare condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a disorder that affects the connective tissues in the body. Ehlers-Danlos syndrome causes the skin, ligaments, and internal organs to become more flexible and stretchy than normal, which in Gary's case means his stomach skin can extend far beyond what most people would ever imagine. While it may sound like a party trick, this condition comes with its challenges. For Gary, it means dealing with joint pain, skin that bruises easily, and other complications that affect his daily life. But despite the health risks, Gary has embraced his condition, showing off his remarkable stretch in interviews and demonstrations. 13. Cassidy Hooper, the teenager who defied the odds without a face. Cassidy Hooper's story is truly astonishing. Born without eyes or a nose due to an exceptionally rare condition, she faced countless challenges from birth. Medical experts were unable to determine exactly why this condition occurred, as her heart and brain were otherwise healthy. Since 2007, Cassidy has undergone multiple complex surgeries aimed at creating nasal passages, repositioning her jaw, and eventually preparing her for a fully formed nose. After years of preparation, she was finally able to receive a nose in a groundbreaking procedure when she was 17. Despite all the physical and social challenges, Cassidy has an inspiring perspective on life. She famously declared that she don't need easy, she just needs possible. This mantra carried her through difficult times, including her years at the Governor Moorhead School for the Blind, where she built an incredible community. In 2019, Cassidy graduated from Central Piedmont Community College with an associate's degree, determined to pursue her interests in broadcasting and worship ministry. 14. Dallas Weens, America's first full-face transplant survivor. Dallas. Weens made history in 2011 as the first American to receive a full-face transplant after a devastating workplace accident left him without facial features. A freak contact with a high-voltage power line in 2008 had burned his entire face beyond recognition. Surgeons at Boston's Brigham and Women's Hospital took on the challenge, working over 15 hours to transplant a new face, including skin, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels. The transformation was nothing short of mind-blowing. From having no facial features left, Weens now has a new face that, though not restoring his vision, gave him back his sense of identity and normalcy. His incredible journey has inspired countless people worldwide and opened the door to more groundbreaking reconstructive surgeries in the U.S., proving how far modern medicine can go to rebuild lives. 15. Jessica Cox, the woman defying limits without arms. Jessica Cox's story is nothing short of jaw-dropping. Born without arms, she somehow turned what could have been an insurmountable challenge into a testament to pure grit. Jessica uses her feet to do what others need hands for, like writing, driving, and even flying an airplane. Yep, she became the world's first armless pilot, steering a plane with her feet. Her journey, captured in the award-winning documentary Right-Footed, shines a spotlight on her resilience and fierce determination. Jessica doesn't just conquer physical challenges. She's also a black belt in Taekwondo and an advocate for people with disabilities around the world. She speaks openly about her journey, shattering stereotypes and showing that impossible is just a word. Jessica Cox's story is the kind that stops you in your tracks, making you rethink what's truly possible. 16. Tiffany Geigel, the dancer breaking all stereotypes. Tiffany Geigel's story is unbelievable. Born with Charcot-Levin syndrome, a rare condition that affects spine and rib development, she's not only defied expectations, she's absolutely crushed them. Starting dance classes at just 3 years old, she trained in ballet, jazz, and even Bollywood, proving that passion truly has no bounds. But it's her performances with the Heidi Latsky dance group that really got people talking. Known for pushing against traditional beauty standards, the group showcases dancers of all abilities, and Tiffany fits in perfectly with her powerful and unique presence on stage. Tiffany even made waves on the show, So You Think You Can Dance, leaving judges stunned by her talent. From dance to modeling to acting, she's breaking barriers and redefining what beauty and grace can look like. 17. Tina, cancer, took her nose, but not her fighting spirit. Tina's story is seriously incredible. After being diagnosed with nasal cancer, this 43-year-old Texan had to make the heart-wrenching choice to have her nose completely removed in a rhinectomy. At first, she wore a prosthetic nose, even though it was uncomfortable, just to feel a little normal again. But with the support of her husband and kids, Tina pushed through and found the strength to embrace her new look. Now, instead of hiding behind a prosthetic, Tina is confidently showing the world her true self, and it's honestly inspiring. She's not letting cancer take her spirit. Tina's journey is proof that beauty isn't just about how you look. It's about owning who you are, no matter what. 18. Zach Strenkert, the 18-month-old who weighs more than a 7-year-old. Talk about a big baby. Zach Strenkert, an 18-month-old from New York, has got people talking because he weighs a jaw-dropping 68 pounds. This toddler is seriously huge, standing at 3 feet tall and nearly as wide. To put it into perspective, he's the size of a typical 7-year-old. His parents are understandably concerned, so they took him to a specialist, hoping for answers. But after tests, there's no sign of any glandular disorder that could explain his size. Still, his parents aren't convinced and are desperately reaching out to the medical community for help. Unfortunately, most of the calls they've been getting are from the media, not doctors. While Zach seems to be in good health, his sheer size has left his parents puzzled and hoping for answers. The family's story has sparked both concern and fascination. Can you imagine having an 18-month-old who already weighs as much as a small child? 19. Jovante Carter, the TikTok star who masters gurning. Jovante Carter, a TikTok sensation from the USA, is known for his unexpected talent, gurning. If you've seen his videos, you know he's got some serious facial flexibility. On the set of Low Show Day Record in Italy, Jovante showcased his ability to stretch his lower lip over his nostrils in a bizarre, yet impressive display. His challenge? To keep this unique move going for as long as possible. His videos, featuring his unusual gurning skills, have taken TikTok by storm, attracting millions of views. While many may find it funny or weird, it's undeniable that Jovante's strange talent has made him a social media star. His ability to distort his face in such an extreme way is something most of us would never attempt. Jovante's viral success is a testament to the weird and wonderful ways people use their bodies for internet fame these days. 20. Vitaly Lalitin, the man with the unstoppable forearms. Vitaly Lalitin, known as the Russian Giant, is famous for his freakishly huge forearms. These things are straight up monstrous. We're talking about forearms so thick, they make most people's arms look like twigs in comparison. Lalitin's forearms measure a jaw-dropping 37 centimeters, making them a key part of his insane arm wrestling power. Add in his massive biceps at 40 centimeters, And you've got someone who looks like they were born for this sport. It's not just size that makes Vitali so intimidating. His grip strength is absolutely legendary. Imagine the power needed to curl a sledgehammer or dominate in hand strength challenges. He can do that and more. That's why he's able to take down even the toughest competition like Levan Saganashvili, who he stopped for 10 seconds in a head-to-head match. His forearms aren't just big for show, they're built for pure, unstoppable strength. 21. The world's fattest child, Arya Permana's shocking weight. Meet Arya Permana, the 10-year-old from Indonesia who's making headlines as the world's fattest child. At 192 kilograms, this little guy is more than double the weight of an average adult. He can barely walk a few steps without getting winded, and his size has made things like school and finding clothes a real struggle. Doctors have warned that his weight is extremely dangerous, so Arya's parents have put him on a strict diet to try to help him lose some of those pounds. Despite this, his condition is still terrifying, and the family is looking for more answers from medical specialists. Arya's story is a stark reminder of how obesity can spiral out of control, especially at a young age, and the impact it has on a child's health. 22. Gamer with bones of glass becomes a YouTube sensation. Bladen Pietro, better known as Bastrin, has lived with osteogenesis imperfecta, also known as brittle bone disease, since birth. His bones are so fragile that he's broken over 200 of them throughout his life. Despite this, the 21-year-old from North Carolina has turned his passion for gaming into a thriving YouTube channel. He started his channel 9 years ago, hoping to inspire others who are struggling with their own challenges. Bastrin now has over 460,000 subscribers, and his channel continues to grow, showing that even with a condition as severe as OI, nothing can stop him from achieving his dreams. 23. Haroon's giant claws, the shocking effects of Ollier disease. Haroon Gatari, a 23-year-old from Kenya, has been living with an incredibly rare and wild condition called Ollier disease. This disorder causes cartilage to grow uncontrollably inside his bones, resulting in his hands becoming monstrous, claw-like structures. Imagine hands so distorted that they're practically unrecognizable. They look huge and completely out of proportion with the rest of his body. The crazy part? This disease doesn't just affect his hands. It messes with his entire skeletal system, leaving him with constant deformities and bones that grow in all the wrong ways. Despite undergoing surgeries, Haroon's condition keeps coming back, leaving him struggling to do even the simplest tasks. He's been fighting for proper medical treatment to stop the deformities from worsening, but his hands remain a constant reminder of the shocking power of this rare disease. 24. Ariana's shocking condition. Her leg is twice the normal size. Ariana Faro, 28, from Wilmington, Massachusetts, is living with a rare condition called Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, which has caused her right leg to swell to literally twice the size of her other leg. Her leg is covered in painful lesions, and she's been dealing with this for years, facing life-threatening infections that often turn into sepsis. Ariana has gone through over 50 surgeries, but now she's finally getting a shot at something that could change her life. Doctors at Boston Children's Hospital are treating her with a groundbreaking medication usually used for cancer patients, and it's already showing promising results. After just 3 months of treatment, Ariana is pain-free for the first time in years, and her condition is finally improving. It's a huge relief for someone who's been dealing with this from such a young age, and it gives her new hope for the future. 25. Kaleem's monster hands. A teen facing the unimaginable. Imagine being just 13 years old and having hands so big that each one weighs about 2.5 kilograms. That's exactly what Kaleem from Jharkhand, India, is dealing with. Born with a rare condition that caused his hands to grow uncontrollably, Kaleem has faced more than his fair share of bullying. People would call him the son of the devil and literally run away from him in fear. Talk about living in a nightmare. But here's the crazy part. Despite all the teasing and cruel comments, Kaleem doesn't let it bring him down. His mom, Halima, says he's learned to live with it and carry on with life like any other teenager. It's shocking how he stayed so strong through it all. While others would shrink under such pressure, Kaleem is out there living his life, and that's nothing short of amazing. Which of these mind-blowing body features left you most amazed? Be sure to let us know in the comments.